Today, we're going to explore a topic that touches the lives of millions. The often distressing experience of hair thinning, receding hairlines, or increased shedding. Many individuals silently grapple with the emotional and aesthetic impact of hair loss, frequently attributing it to an inevitable genetic fate. But what if the story of your hair wasn't solely written in your genes, and what if proactive steps could genuinely support its health and vitality? The truth is, while genetics play a role, many overlooked factors can influence the strength and growth cycle of your hair, and often the most powerful solutions begin not with a prescription, but with informed lifestyle choices and a deeper understanding of your body. One of the most commonly discussed culprits in hair loss, particularly for men, is asterisk dihydrotestosterone, or DHT asterisk. This potent derivative of testosterone has a well-documented impact on hair follicles, often causing them to shrink progressively, a process known as miniaturization. This shrinking restricts nutrient supply and eventually leads to finer, shorter hairs, or even complete cessation of growth. But it's not just a male concern. For women, hormonal shifts, especially during periods like menopause, can significantly influence hair density. Estrogen typically supports a longer hair growth phase. As estrogen levels naturally decline during menopause, many women observe a noticeable reduction in hair thickness and an increase in shedding, as follicles spend less time in the active growth phase. What's often overlooked, however, is the complex interplay of other hormones. Surprisingly, fat tissue in the body can produce both estrogen and testosterone. In menopausal women, an increase in testosterone production relative to estrogen can sometimes lead to hair growth in undesirable areas like the face or arms, even as scalp hair thins. This hormonal balance is incredibly delicate, and efforts to modulate it, for example with certain hormone replacement therapies, can sometimes lead to these unexpected side effects, underscoring the body's intricate hormonal messaging system. Another critical, yet frequently underestimated, contributor to hair health is asterisk inflammation and immune system balance. Imagine your immune system as a vigilant protector. In some scenarios, it can mistakenly identify healthy hair follicles as foreign invaders and launch an attack. This misdirection is precisely what happens in conditions like alopecia areata, where immune cells target and damage hair follicles, leading to patch hair loss. This speaks to a broader systemic issue, suggesting that resolving chronic inflammation is a cornerstone of overall well-being, including hair health. This connects directly to the often silent impact of asterisk thyroid dysfunction. The thyroid gland, a small but mighty organ, produces hormones essential for regulating metabolism and cellular growth throughout the body, including hair follicles. Conditions like hypothyroidism or an underactive thyroid can dramatically slow down hair growth and lead to diffuse thinning. Hashimoto's thyroiditis, an autoimmune condition where the body attacks its own thyroid gland, is a common cause of hypothyroidism. What's often missed is that some of the earliest subtle signs of thyroid imbalance can manifest as changes in hair texture, thinning, and notably, the loss of the outer third of the eyebrows. Many individuals, unaware of this connection, may attribute these changes to aging, when in fact addressing the underlying thyroid issue could make a significant difference. Here's where this becomes clinically relevant. A foundational element for healthy thyroid function is asterisk iodine. This trace mineral is absolutely essential for the thyroid to produce its hormones. Historically, iodine deficiency was widespread, leading to mandates in many countries, including the United States, to add iodine to table salt. However, with the rise in popularity of uniodized sea salts and Himalayan salts, which lack this crucial additive, many people inadvertently reduced their iodine intake. Ensuring adequate but not excessive iodine through sources like iodized salt, seaweed, or certain supplements is a simple yet profound step that can support thyroid health and, by extension, robust hair growth. I've seen this personally in my practice. Cases where correcting a simple iodine deficiency has led to remarkable improvements in hair health and normalized thyroid function. Beyond hormonal and immune factors, asterisk nutrient deficiencies play a profound role. Hair, being a metabolically active tissue, requires a steady supply of specific vitamins and minerals to grow strong and healthy. For instance, low iron levels can lead to hair shedding because iron is critical for oxygen transport to hair follicles and for the synthesis of DNA, which drives hair cell production. Zinc is vital for cell division and repair, impacting the growth cycle. Biotin, a B vitamin, is a well-known component of keratin, the primary protein structure of hair. Vitamin D influences the hair follicle cycle, and its deficiency is strongly linked to hair loss. Even certain B vitamins beyond biotin are essential cofactors in numerous metabolic processes that support hair health. What's often overlooked is silica, a trace mineral fundamental for collagen production, which forms the structural matrix of hair. While you don't need to consume sand, easily absorbable silica supplements are available to support this often forgotten mineral. Now, this next point explains why so many people experience sudden hair loss during stressful periods. Stress, whether physical or emotional, can push hair follicles prematurely into a resting phase, leading to excessive shedding weeks or months later. This phenomenon, known as telogen effluvium, is the body's intelligent, albeit inconvenient, response to perceived threats. From a physiological standpoint, hair production is considered a luxury process. If your body senses a famine, a severe illness, or intense psychological stress, it prioritizes essential survival functions. Resources like proteins and energy are diverted to critical systems, meaning less goes towards non-essential processes like hair and nail growth. That's why crash dieting or aggressive weight loss programs, which can be interpreted by the body as a famine, often result in hair shedding. The good news, once the stressor is removed or the body adapts, hair growth typically resumes, though it takes time for the follicles to re-enter the active growth phase. Let's talk about my favorite subject, gut health. The gut is often referred to as the second brain, but it's also a crucial determinant of overall health, including the health of your hair. A compromised gut barrier, often called leaky gut, can lead to systemic inflammation. This inflammation has a twofold negative impact on hair. First, it can impair the absorption of those vital nutrients we just discussed, starving your hair follicles of what they need. Second, chronic inflammation can divert your body's resources towards fighting this internal battle, further deprioritizing hair growth. Your immune system, constantly engaged by a leaky gut, releases inflammatory molecules, cytokines, that can directly impact the delicate environment of your hair follicles, hindering their function. This is where many people are surprised. Improving your gut health can have a profound, cascading effect on seemingly unrelated issues like hair loss. To assess systemic inflammation, your doctor can often order readily available lab markers during a routine physical. A highly sensitive C-reactive protein, HSCRP test, is a good general indicator. In more specialized settings, markers like IL-6 or TNF-alpha can offer deeper insights into inflammatory pathways. Additionally, evaluating levels of vitamin B12, folate, and homocysteine can provide a snapshot of your B vitamin status, which is intimately connected to both gut health and hair production. Shifting our focus, many turn to prescription remedies, ways of first line of defense. Medications like minoxidil, often known by the brand name Rogaine, work by stimulating hair follicles and increasing blood flow to the scalp, which can encourage growth. However, the effects are often temporary. Once discontinued, any gains are typically lost. Another common oral medication, finasteride, known as Propecia, functions by blocking the conversion of testosterone to DHT, which can be effective for male pattern baldness. Yet it's crucial to be aware of potential side effects, which for some men can include decreased libido or mood changes, including depression. While these treatments may offer symptomatic relief, they generally do not address the underlying physiological imbalances driving hair loss. They can be compared to patching a leaky roof without examining the foundation of the house. So, how can we truly support hair health from within? It begins with what's on your plate. If you're seeking to cultivate stronger, healthier hair, your kitchen is your primary pharmacy. Leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. Like spinach, kale, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts are nutritional powerhouses. They're rich in folate, vitamin C, and potent antioxidants that support collagen synthesis, a structural protein critical for hair and enhanced circulation to the scalp, ensuring follicles receive ample nourishment. Avocados and olive oil, asked Kravik, provide healthy monounsaturated fats and vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps protect hair follicles from oxidative damage. Furthermore, olive oil contains polyphenols, which are prebiotic compounds that feed beneficial gut bacteria, strengthening the gut barrier and reducing systemic inflammation. Think of your gut lining as the skin of your internal world. What happens there profoundly reflects on your external skin and, indeed, your hair. My own experience decades ago, where improving my gut health led to the regrowth of a bald spot, underscores this profound connection. Pasture-raised eggs are an excellent source of biotin, choline, and high-quality protein, all foundational elements for keratin production. Keratin is the fibrous protein that forms the primary structure of hair, nails, and the outer layer of skin. Incorporating wild-caught fatty fish like salmon, sardines, anchovies, and herring provides abundant long-chain omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D. Omega-3s are renowned for their anti-inflammatory properties, supporting scalp health, while vitamin D plays a direct role in hair follicle cycling. Don't forget other polyphenol-rich foods like pomegranates, green tea, blackberries, and raspberries. These compounds actively reduce oxidative stress, support a diverse gut microbiome, and thereby protect hair follicles from damage. Beyond diet, targeted supplements can offer additional support. Collagen peptides provide essential amino acids that are the building blocks for keratin. Choosing fermented peptides may enhance their bioavailability and effectiveness. Biotin, often marketed as a hair, skin, and nail supplement, has a scientific basis for its role in hair growth. For men with elevated DHT levels, saw palmetto is a natural botanical that may help inhibit the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, which converts testosterone to DHT. It's often found in prostate health supplements, but its potential benefit for hair loss is worth noting. Given its strong link to hair loss, vitamin D supplementation, particularly if you're deficient, is a sensible strategy, as it not only supports hair follicle health, but also enhances microbiome diversity and gut barrier integrity. Finally, specific polyphenols, veratrol, and quercetin can directly calm inflammation at the follicle level, creating a more conducive environment for healthy hair growth. Many formulations, including some of my own, strategically combine multiple polyphenols and beneficial bacterial strains to support both microbiome health and hair vitality. Now let's turn to lifestyle factors. Managing stress is paramount, whether it's through meditation, spending time in nature, engaging with pets, or prioritizing quality sleep. Anything that reduces physical and emotional stress directly mitigates stress-driven hair loss. Remember, consistency in these practices is far more impactful than intense, sporadic efforts. As for culp care, while many products promise miracles, the jury is still out on some newer modalities. Red light therapy, for instance, which is applied via combs or helmets, is thought to stimulate cellular energy production, ATP, and improve circulation in the scalp. While research is ongoing, it's generally considered a safe option that may support follicle activity without adverse effects. Equally important is avoiding toxins. Harsh chemical hair dyes and treatments like Brazilian blowouts can physically damage hair strands and potentially irritate follicles, making them more susceptible to loss. You might also encounter trendy treatments for hair loss. PRP, platelet-rich plasma injection. Squirts involve drawing a small amount of your blood, concentrating the platelets, which are rich in growth factors, and then injecting this plasma into the scalp. These growth factors are believed to stimulate hair follicles. While promising, especially given its use in joint healing, it can be costly and isn't universally effective. Similarly, low-level laser therapy (LLT) helmets are designed to stimulate hair follicles. While some small studies suggest benefits, larger-scale, long-term research is still needed to fully understand their efficacy. Ultimately, the most promising frontier in understanding and addressing hair loss lies in the gut-hair axis. More and more research highlights the intricate connections between the diversity and balance of your gut microbiome and the health and activity of your hair follicles. This reinforces the systemic nature of health. If you support your gut, you create a ripple effect of positive change throughout your body, often manifesting in visible improvements, including the vitality of your hair. As I often tell my patients, fix your gut and you're most likely going to fix your hair. It's important to remember that biological changes take time. Internal improvements often precede visible changes, so consistency in your approach is key. Hair growth cycles are not instantaneous, and it can take several months to observe noticeable differences. Individual results will also vary based on genetics, the underlying causes of hair loss, and adherence to lifestyle changes. Your body is a complex system, improving hormonal balance, reducing stress physiology, enhancing sleep quality, boosting circulation, dampening inflammation, and optimizing nutrient absorption all contribute synergistically to a supportive environment for robust hair growth. If you found this discussion insightful and want to continue exploring ways to optimize your health, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Please share one health concern or question that you'd like me to address in a future video. This content is educational only and not medical advice. For persistent concerns, consult a qualified professional.